Nilly. Nilly. What's good, baby? Ryan, what's good? Dante, what's good? What's good? What on? Okay, we got Alabama in here. J Boy, what's good? What? Snoop grandchild died today. God, oh. I'm that bitch. Baby girl, what's good? Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Man, we got Milwaukee in here. Medusa, what's good, baby girl? D Money, Swerve 2200, my boy. We got ATL in here, man. ATL shouted. Who telling the dirt case? Well, we know Vonnie and Jam telling. I don't give a fuck what they say. Vonnie telling for a fact. Like, it's not even. I don't even see like how they trying to like hide it. They ain't even really trying to hide it. He definitely telling. We got Philly in here. Lucky, my boy. Zeal, Glotified. What's good, gang? I see you. Marco Martin. What's good, gang? What's the word, bro? Sydney, what's good? All is most definitely well. We got Detroit in here. Like my girl said, man, make sure y'all hit the like button, man. We got Mobile, Alabama in here, man. We got the 251 in here. Shit, we even got Florence in here. 256 in here. Michigan in the building, man. Man, y'all pull up, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Double tap that screen. Everybody double tap that screen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Double tap that screen right now. Let's take it from 75. Let's take it from 81. No. 33 to 81, man. Let's take it 33 to 81, man. Double tap that screen. That's all y'all got to do, man. We got Oklahoma City in here. We got Out West in here. Out West Chicago in here. We got South Texas in here. Virginia. Oklahoma City. My boy Daylight in here. Daylight, where you been at, gang? I ain't seen you in months. NY in here. The Big Apple. Louisville. 815. Where 815 at, man? What's 815? Moxley. What's good, gang? Say we got 757 in here. 510. Oakland. My boy Yoko, what's good? We finna get into all that in a minute. Definitely Inglewood in here. Arkansas, Brooklyn, Denver, Philly, Rogers Park, man. We got up north. Man, we even got one of the guys, man, in the trenches, from the trenches in Limestone Prison. Y'all know anything about Limestone Prison, man? That's in I think it's East Limestone, Alabama, man. One of the worst prisons in Alabama. Level 6. Where you will get your whole head cut off, literally. We got the South Side, 84th and Kedzie in here. Quiet Money / Blick City. Gang. Rockford in here, man. Man, we got the foes in here. I see you, folk. We got the Four Corner Hustlers in here, man. We got Miami in here. Ethiopia. We all over the world right now. Wisconsin. Zimbabwe. You know you somebody when motherfuckers from Zimbabwe watching you. Straight up. Limestone used to be a weak-ass prison when I was there. I was actually at Limestone in 2008, 2009. It wasn't nothing going on. You know, now it's on a whole nother level. Okay, we got Kentucky in here, man. All right, y'all go ahead and double tap that screen, man. We got 105 people in here. No, 131 people in here. And we got 47 likes. That's crazy. All y'all got to do is double tap the screen. Go on, double tap that screen for me. We finna get started. My likes on my phone are showing up different from the likes on the actual live. Damn, England in here. Gary, Indiana. Shout out Gary, man. Hey, man. Rest in peace to my boy AMG Fresh. I just found out some information about his death too, man. Rest in peace to my boy. I couldn't handle Austin/Cortland, so I'm checking in from Naperville. Shout out Naperville. Believe this or not, I got family in Naperville. Actually, my dad's ex-wife, you know what I'm saying, and my brothers on my daddy's side, they actually live in Naperville. Shout out Evansville, Indiana. Jay White, I ain't ignoring you, gang. I might didn't see you. My bad. YouTube in, what's good? As far as likes, I see 75. Yeah, Ruger definitely slid. Shout out Kansas City. We got Dayton in here. New Orleans. All right, man. Enough of that. Richmond. Let's get into it. First and foremost, man, I want to say, man, I appreciate y'all for pulling up to the live. Y'all already know when I do a live, I don't hold y'all long because normally when I go live, it's on a weekend. Normally I do them on Sundays, but I decided to go ahead and get it out the way today. We got a little bit to talk about, right? Make sure y'all hit that like button and make sure that y'all share this live. I'm finna start doing more lives, you know? First and foremost, I'm gonna start this live off by giving everybody credit that's been conducive to the Street News TV brand. You know, we have new people in here. We get new subscribers every day. But the ones that have been here from the beginning or been here, you know, from a couple years ago or a year or two ago that continues to, you know, support the channel, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Big ups to y'all. Without y'all, the SN TV, the Street News TV brand will be absolutely nothing. So I always like to make sure that I give a big shout out to the people that support the channel and the people that, you know, donate to the channel. Y'all are the heartbeat of the channel, man. Real talk. Without y'all, this shit do not operate, period. You know? Shout out to y'all. So, of course, everybody heard about the situation that occurred with Aspen. I'm going to start it off with that. And I kind of got mixed feelings about this. And I'm going to go ahead and keep it real. I got to keep it real, right? So, if you didn't know, your sweet play, she in here. What's up, baby girl? I ain't even see you. What on, baby girl? I love that woman right there. I'm going to go ahead and keep it real with y'all. If you black and you've ever been around anybody that owns a dog, you know how we do them dogs. Niggas keep dogs outside in the cage. We got the kennels out there. Half them niggas don't feed the dogs. Black people are notorious for mistreating dogs. We don't do dogs well. Now, I'm not saying all of us, but I've seen many cases where I said to myself, damn, I would rather be anything else in life, in the universe, but that dog right there. Because normally black people don't treat dogs well. We don't. And one thing that we do, we kick dogs' ass. We beat dogs. I'm not a dog owner. I have never owned, no, actually I have. A teacup dog. The dog name was Tipper, but see, it wasn't my dog. It was my mom's dog. It was a Shih Tzu mixed with a, damn. I don't know what it was mixed with, but it was a little dog. It was a Shih Tzu mixed with something. But those pit bulls and stuff in those kennels, like, we don't treat dogs well. What Craig Daddy said all day, my foot just all in a dog ass. And I'm not taking up for Aspen. I'm just acknowledging. And if you black, you know. If you black and you from the hood, I ain't talking about privileged black people. I'm talking about black people coming up out the hood. The ones of us that came up around stray dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like stray dogs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This dog, we might be out in back as kids feeding the damn dog. Or our people might be like, man, stay away from that dog. That dog might got rabies. Like, we come up dealing with dogs in the wrong way. I'll be honest with black folk. When it comes to dogs, dogs are not, when they said dogs is a man's best friend, they were not talking about black people. They were talking about white people. Because, like Craig Daddy said, all day my foot just in a dog ass. Just bang, bang, bang. You know, like, we just gonna be honest about that. Not even gonna hold y'all on that. But you have to be a different type of stupid to abuse a dog, especially a teacup dog. Now, the dogs that I speak of that I've seen being abused by black people, which at the time I didn't even understand that they were being abused, but now in hindsight, now that I'm a grown-ass man, I realize these dogs were being treated horrible. You know what I'm saying? These were dogs like pit bulls and stuff like that. You know, black people and pit bulls are synonymous. Like everybody black from the hood wanted a pit bull back in the day. And I've seen pit bulls get treated horrible. I've never seen a teacup dog get treated like that, though. Teacup dogs are just so cute. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, if you have a teacup dog, I understand that you spend a lot of money on that dog. Them dogs are not cheap. They also have a short life expectancy, if I'm not mistaken. You know? The thing is, these drill rappers, this younger generation, they have the IQ of an Idaho potato. Huh? Put ones in the comment section if these motherfuckers ain't got no brain cells left out here. They fried, they laced. They don't have anything to think with. They're not smart at all. And this is the reason for a lot of the stuff that happens, because you ask yourself, what the fuck were you thinking? Did you think it was cool for you to get out on a teacup dog on live? Niggas can't even really be mad at you for getting down on a dog, because niggas would get down on a dog. I seen my cousin get down on a dog for shitting on the carpet. They got down on it. You know what I'm saying? But you on live. These platforms are owned by Europeans, Jews. They love dogs. When they said a dog is a man's best friend, they wasn't talking about you and me, gang. They were talking about them. Shout out to all my white people that watch me. Y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all love some dogs. Niggas ain't really rocking with dogs like that. Niggas ain't even damn near let a dog in the house. Now, I definitely gotta agree. A teacup dog getting whooped like that online is crazy. I even had to be like, God damn. Nigga, she got down on the dog. Like, what you going through, baby? Why you out the cage? For getting out the cage? Hold on. That's like somebody getting down on you for getting out of prison. That damn dog don't want to be in no cage all day. He got out the cage. She got down on the dog. Fuck the live. She might as well elbow drop the dog. You know what I'm saying? I promise, when I seen that video, when she picked that dog up and walked off with it, I let out a sigh of relief. I said, oh my God. Thank God the dog's still alive. Shit. I think she kicked it and everything. I'm like, what the fuck? The dog about this big. It's a teacup dog, 3 months old. Damn. Not only that, she was on live beforehand. If y'all was gonna call the police, dog lovers, y'all should have called the police when she told live, when the dog starts stinking, she sprays it with Febreze. I said, God damn. You spraying chemicals on the dog? Do you think, what the fuck do you think? This is a real, this is a living creature. You spraying chemicals on it, gang? When she said that, I said, oh my God. You should have been reported then. The fuck were you thinking? You spraying Febreze on the dog? Fuck washing it, cleaning up the dog. Just hit that motherfucker, keep going. I'm like, this woman is crazy. This little girl is bananas. But you obviously are laced because you have a record deal. You are an artist. You obviously didn't think. These people done canceled you. You went to jail. She went to jail yesterday behind that shit. They took the dog from her, which they should have. I'm thinking, I know 1 + 1 = 2, but if I carry the 1, is that 3? The shit wasn't adding up because I'm trying to figure out, how is it that you're an artist and a streamer and you didn't think about what this action would lead to dealing with your career? Now you messed up. I'm a real dude, and I'm a black person. And I'm not even going to say they should cancel your ass because you whooped the dog. What you got out on the dog really messed up. You shouldn't have did that. I'm going to say they should cancel you because you a damn dummy. You won't lie. That's just like, I got a dog, the dog walking here right now. I'm on YouTube Live. I get to go to get down on the dog. Bam! Whooping the dog, uppercutting it, put the dog in the headlock. Foot just in a dog ass. Y'all gonna say, y'all need to say, man, get Aspen, man, cancel that nigga ass. He's retarded. He's slow. His mental capacity is not up to par. Understand me? Her record label unfollowed her. You know she in the... It's over with. When your record label unfollow you, it's over with. They the ones making money off you. They say, you know what? Fuck that. We out of here. Let's pack up. We gotta go. We don't even want to be, seen with you. Like, we don't even want motherfuckers to know that you with us. Straight up. Do not correlate us with this woman. And they right. Because at the end of the day, baby, you ain't got a neuron left up here. You ain't got nothing to think with. And anytime you moving like that, you ain't got nothing to think with, I don't even want you around me, baby. Straight up. And that's how the label feel. Real talk, man. And they should. But I said all that to say this. These artists, these young artists, it ain't just Chicago artists. They have absolutely zero to think with. And you ask yourself, how is it that these shorties are so laced and messed up mentally? And we blame them. But What I'm finna start doing is using critical thinking and common sense, and I'm gonna blame the damn parents. All of these women out here talking about black man ain't nothing. All of these dudes out here talking about black women ain't nothing. When they're being raised by you and me. These people are a product of ours. And if I'm talking to, take that back, I am talking to the 80s babies, specifically the late 70s and the 80s babies. Well, 70s and 80s. These are our kids that are out here absolutely lost. You tell them go left, they're going to go right. You tell them go right, they're going to go left. You tell them go up, they're going to go down. You tell them go down, they're going to go up. I've never seen nothing like it. You can tell these kids to do something. And by the time they leave you, they done forgot you and even told them any goddamn thing. It's a lot of work, don't get me wrong. Because social media has made it to where these kids' brains are fried. They literally got stuff that they watch called brain rot. This is a brain rot society now. We're dealing with children that you can tell, hey, go in the next room and get my belt. By the time they turn around and leave out the room, shit, you might well got there. Hey, 30 minutes later, you like, what the fuck? I thought I told you to go get the belt. What's going on? Oh, you did? I'm like, oh my God. These kids have the attention span of a goddamn caterpillar. Like, they don't get it. Like, their attention span is short. That's how I know it might be older people that watch these channels and these YouTube stuff. Because all these youngsters do, most of the time all these shorties do, and I'm talking about the real young, they just scroll and watch shorts. 30 to 45 second videos. I don't think that they can think past that. Most of them. I ain't talking about all of them. And it's sad. And Aspen Cartier is part of that culture. She's only 19 years old. No one, I don't know anybody that was born in or around the year that I was born. If we go down to the 80s, the 70s, if we go back up to the early 90s, I don't know nobody that was born from the 1970 to 1990, I'm gonna say the 2000. That wouldn't have understood not to beat a dog ass on camera, on live, and they got a whole record deal. I think anybody would have understood that. Aspen didn't understand that, which is why Aspen probably finna have to go get her a job now, because there ain't nobody rocking with her like that, as they shouldn't. Because at the end of the day, we all make mistakes, but it's certain shit you got. It's like, okay, you have stinking fucking thinking. Matter of fact, you ain't thinking at all. So you just sit right here, or we just gonna go ahead and get rid of you, and then you gonna learn from that mistake in life, and you still have a chance in life to be successful. But doing this right here, you probably don't, you don't need to do it. But anyway, I thought that was very foolish, and she's getting what she deserved. Like I said, I'm not even gonna get on here and act like black folks haven't been abusing dogs for years. We get down on dogs. We do. I've seen it too many goddamn times. Can't nobody in this chat that's black, that's from the hood, come on here and tell me that niggas don't get down on dogs. We do. But for you to do it on camera, on live, is diabolical. And you are an artist and your music is somewhat successful, even though I might not like it. I do. I don't know. All that dumb shit. I don't understand it, but they like it. We won't get no more than whack ass tracks up out of you, Aspen. This next thing that I want to talk about is very, very controversial. Actually, I'm going to push that off and I'm going to talk about that last because I'm going to speak on it briefly. Y'all know how YouTube is when it comes to touchy topics and situations. So we've had allegedly had a couple of documents from the Epstein files that dropped. I'm going to say that again. We've had a couple of files from the Epstein documents that dropped, allegedly. I'm going to talk about that last. Fabio Foreign and Ruger got into it because Fabio Foreign, I think he went on an interview and basically tried to make it seem like he kind of punked Ruger out, which I don't believe that for 1 second. I really don't. I think that he was on that interview, he was talking, and he just, people say too much sometimes, and sometimes when you're dealing with us, sometimes we say stuff and it be like, damn, I done said this shit. Now, I done already said it. Now I got to keep it going. Because if I back out of it, it's like, now you a liar. And I feel like that's what the situation was with Fabio Foreign. I feel like he spoke too fast and went to saying a bunch of shit and then realized, like, damn, I don't even know if I'm really just talking. I forgot I was in an interview. I ain't talking to Lil Ray Ray. I'm in a whole interview. This shit is going on YouTube somewhere. And he just, sometimes, you know what they say, if you can't find no way out, you got to go deeper in. And I feel like he just went deeper in. So obviously, J.A.G. Ruger, he ended up, hearing about it, and he made a song about it. And one thing about Ruger, you can say what you want to about Ruger. Ruger might be the best rapper in Chicago, from Chicago. I think, my opinion, and I'm finna hit y'all with a strong lineup. As far as lyrics, you got Ruger, you got Montana a 300, which I ain't heard enough from him in a while. You got Polo G. You got Pappy, which all three of those who I just said, Montana, Ruger, and Polo G are superior to Pappy when it comes to lyrics. I just like Pappy's deliverance more. Like, Pappy was different. To me, Pappy was damn near #1 in Chicago. I'm a big Pappy fan. You know what I'm saying? But I do acknowledge the fact that these rappers were more lyrical than Pappy. Their deliverance might not be as good as Pappy's to me, but these guys can rap. And Ruger, why did they wake Ruger back up? He woke Ruger back up. Ruger said, okay, if I'm a diss Fabio Foreign, I might as well go on, get motherfuckers for old and new. He dissed Q50. Who else he dissed? He dissed Q50 in the Bloodhounds. He dissed somebody else. Y'all help me out. Who else he dissed? He did somebody else. Herbo. He did G Herbo. He did G Herbo. I feel like Herbo caught a straight because at the end of the day, we all know where Herbo come from. Herbo got a picture. He like this. Herbo got a picture doing just like this. We all know where G Herbo come from. We know that NLMB is GDs and Stones. We know that. So we know that Herbo say he GDK for some GDs that they into it with. And it's like that because Chicago is mixed now. You got GDs that's GDK. As a matter of fact, Ruger is a GD that's GDK. Ruger beef with GDs. I don't give a fuck. MOB and Scrap Gang, they been Shields are GDs, bro. They been into it with shit. Matter of fact, the clique that took out his little brother are GDs. Shields are GDs, bro. So if y'all are into it with Shields and they GDs, and MOB is predominantly GDs, y'all GDK and they GDK. We just gonna keep it funky. So I feel like Herb caught a straight. You know? But, of course, Q50, you know, he took a... Oh, Pat Bev, which, you know, why not diss Pat Bev? If I'm Ruger, why not diss him? Fuck it. I'm getting everybody else. If Pat Bev say he GDK, why not diss him too? Even though I know he's a basketball player. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not mistaken, Patrick Beverly's from out west. He's from out my way. So if he said he was GDK and I'm making a rap song and I'm getting motherfuckers for old and new, fuck it. Throw him in there too. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of caught it straight too. You know? Because at the end of the day, everybody know like the foes are GDK. And it ain't even the fact that the foes like we just so GDK. It's like shit, the foes are just traditionally GDK. In our handshake, we drop the forks. In the foes handshake, we drop the forks. That's how GDK Four Corner Hustlers are. Traditionally GDK. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't even nothing, when you're dealing with Four Corner Hustlers, it ain't even nothing personal. Like I real deal genuinely got GDs that I love. But if I'm shaking up with foes, I'm dropping the forks. You know what I'm saying? But they should have left Ruger where he was because he went the fuck off. He snapped. As he usually does. Which is, I don't see why Ruger's not a top artist in the world right now. I feel like that blackball shit is real, but then I feel like the work ethic has a lot to do with it too. Because Ruger rap his ass off, man. I don't see how Ruger is not a major artist in the game right now. Because if I'm looking at, this is just my opinion. I know a lot of y'all gonna probably disagree. I don't care. If I'm looking at G Herbo and I'm looking at Ruger, I'm taking Ruger every time. If Ruger and G Herbo get on the song, Ruger gonna smoke G Herbo. Ruger will smoke. The songs that Dirk and Ruger got together, the songs that Duck and Ruger got together, Ruger got down on Duck, man. That O Block diss, that goddamn it, you know the song, everybody know the song Mimo and them came out with Mimo, and then Vine got on it. That it's old as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, Ruger was like shit. Like you know that Dreads died, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if they start twerking, you know? Ruger verse was, in my opinion, Ruger verse was better than Duck's. I don't know why I keep saying Duck. Dirk must have been talking about me or some shit. I know he know who I am. Free Dirk, man. I haven't heard one song by Ruger that I felt like was trash. I haven't. Herbo got I probably heard more songs from Herbo that I didn't like than I did like. Not even hating on Herbo. I rock with Herbo. The new Herbo is a lot better than the old Herbo. Well, crazy because the old Herbo, when he first came out, was different from the Herbo after he came out when he was rapping versus the Herbo now. Like, Herbo's a lot better now. Don't get me wrong. But it's like Herbo was cold, and then he got to the point where he couldn't catch the goddamn beat for nothing in the world. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with Herbo? Yeah, that shit I'm hearing, it's like the beat gone, and Herbo back here, the beat gone. He chasing the goddamn beat. They racing to beat them across the finish line. Herbo's still back here. What the fuck is he doing? So, but now he's a lot better. So, but at the end of the day, I feel like Ruger's a lot better rapper than damn near all them motherfuckers from Chicago, man. And Montana of 300 was too. So it'd be boggling me because I don't understand how these rappers from Chicago, these good ass rappers from Chicago, can't get they can't get a foot in the game, but you got rappers like Q50. I'm talking about Q50, man, fully chopped. When a motherfucker is putting Q50 and fully chopped in the conversation, that's how you know the game is fully chopped. The rap game, the drill scene is fully chopped. These motherfuckers are trash. I guarantee you, on my worst day, I out-rap them niggas. Literally, I would out-rap them niggas. Freestyling. I ain't gotta write shit. Real talk. Niggas trash, man. So, it boggles me. But, Ruger made a lot of threats, man. So, we gonna see, we definitely gonna see what happened behind that. But, like I said, generally, if you're an artist and you can't really rap like Fabio Foreign, you want to leave rappers like Ruger the fuck alone. Because this the type of shit that end your career. Period. Real talk. So, they dropped documents from the Epstein files, right? And I'm kind of on the ropes about why certain documents were dropped, but the documents that were dropped, allegedly, these could be fake. Or they're just going to drop them a little bit by a little bit. You know how people do. For the clout, for the, shit, you're going to make money off this. So I'm not going to release everything at once and miss my opportunity to make big money every time I drop something. They're naming Jay-Z in those files. They're naming Donald Trump in those files. Tyler Perry in those files. Who else? I think Bill Clinton in those files. There's a lot of names that's being dropped in those files. And those are just the first files, which we've always heard about the Epstein files and what the Epstein files are. If you're not familiar with what's going on with the Epstein files, all they are is Jeffrey Epstein, who got convicted of a whole lot of shit dealing with creep stuff. He committed suicide, allegedly. He was very, very, very wealthy. He had an island, and they would have children going to this island, or some say that they would kidnap these children and take these children to this island against their will, and celebrities would be invited to this island. And they said if you were invited to Epstein Island, you couldn't turn down the invitation, and if you did, you were blackballed. So they would invite, celebrities to these islands, and once you got to these islands, you had to indulge in, we all know the word, the P word. So if you don't understand what I mean when I say the P word, because I can't say it on Facebook, I can't say it on YouTube, just look up what word identifies grown people messing with children that starts with a P, and it'll come up. Y'all can say it, but I can't. So, like I said, PDF. We can say the PDF file. Like I said, I I don't know if these are actual documents, but they look real, you know? And we've always heard about certain names. We've always heard certain names. Specifically, Jay-Z and Tyler Perry have always been in that conversation. And we've also heard that the reason why the files haven't dropped is because there's so many powerful people involved with what was going on, to the point to where it's going to be impossible probably to get those to drop, because these are people of power. And one of them that they're alleging had shit going on Epstein Island was the president of the United States, which he also has other allegations right now. He has allegations right now from what, the early 90s, late 80s. So, you know, all type of stuff is coming out. And I'm going to speak on that briefly because y'all already know. The last time I started to get political and talk about stuff like this, they demonetized my channel. If you've been with me for a minute, if you were with me in 2020, then you know I was going in, and they demonetized my channel. That's how I know the shit that I was talking about was right and exact. When they start demonetizing you, playing with your money, want to blackball you, kick you off social media and all of that, anytime you see that, the person that they doing like that, whatever he's talking about, is the truth, you know? Because the minute I deleted those videos where I was talking, when I was talking about that political stuff, the minute I did, I bullshit you not, 30 minutes later, they remonetized my channel. I didn't have to contact YouTube or nothing. Real talk. Shit crazy. But, you know, like I said, you know, just speaking on that, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I do feel like the powers that be conduct a lot of shady business, and they do a lot of shady shit because I think that they want control over a lot of these celebrities. So if you get to a certain point, I feel like they're going to come at you, or they're going to invite you to these parties, and they're going to invite you to try to, you know, because they want you to do stuff so they can have stuff on you, just in case, you know, you get to a point to where, you know, you too big or you want to out them. Shout out to Yoko K251 out of Mobile, Alabama, I think. The 251. Shout out to 251. He said, I say leave the politics alone, just my opinion. And most definitely, and I appreciate that, brother. That shows me somebody that really give a fuck about me and my channel, you know, because this is how I eat, this is how I feed my kids. And you definitely right. Like I said, I wasn't going to go too deep into it. I was just going to briefly speak on it. But, you know, just giving my opinion, I do feel like this stuff is very, very, very real. And once you get to a certain level, no matter what you're doing, whether you're doing comedy, you acting, whether you rapping, it's only it's a ceiling unless you do what they ask you to do. These humiliation rituals and stuff like that. I think that it's a reason why people like Kai Cenat can blow up and then get to a certain level and it's like, oh, Kai Cenat is not streaming anymore. You love streaming, bro. This is what got you rich. This is what you love doing. You genuinely are your best self when you're streaming. You way younger than me, but people like Kai Cenat, like you, encourage me to start, you know, thinking about, damn, maybe I should try to start streaming. See, one thing about SNTV, I ain't never gonna cut no corners or discredit a motherfucker or not be real about it, because I don't understand why. Like, why not? Why not be real about it? A lot of people took my swag and ran with it, took shit I said and ran with it, you know, and not gave me credit for it. I say this all the time. No one on the internet, Chicago or otherwise, was saying belt to ass, foot to ass. They were not saying that. I made that slogan popular and it went worldwide, but people don't know that. People will never know that because niggas don't like to give niggas credit. Niggas are plagiarists and they hate to give another man credit. Everybody's seen in real time, rest in peace FBG Duck. FBG Duck made Chicago legends. Everybody knew where he got it from. But you think FBG Duck said, shout out SNTV? He didn't want to give me no clout. But we know where he got that shit from. He even did the blueprint was basically the same, like it was the same setup how I do my videos. It was the same thing. He didn't give me no credit for it. These drill bloggers now, they're not going to give me credit. But just like I give DJ Academics his credit, just like I give Zach TV his credit, just like I give, what's that white boy name, man? Look, I ain't got no hate in me. I give everybody their flowers. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no problem with saying, you know, this where I got that from, or I ain't got, that's why when motherfucker get in the comment section and, oh, he's such and such, you got that from him. I be like, well, obviously I got it from him, but, you know, I don't got no problem with, you know what I'm saying, citing my sources or saying, yeah, I got that from him, or he started this shit. I don't got no problem with doing that. I'm a realist. I'm a real man. I'm not no thief or nobody that want extra clout for itself because I ain't trying to steal nothing from, hell no. You did that, Chicago World News, that's his name. You know? But one thing about me, they don't give me credit. They don't give me my goddamn flowers worth a damn. Y'all do. These artists, they act like shit. Motherfuckers ain't one DMing me and all that shit and getting ideas and all that from me, getting advice from me before I got locked. They act like I ain't never existed. Motherfuckers act like Street News TV ain't got no footprint on these YouTube streets. You feel me? But it's okay though. It's okay. Because at the end of the day, guess what? One thing I've learned in life, and if you don't know this now, you will learn this later on. When you think about life, man, you have people that are innovators, creators, inventors, that when they do something, they thinking about the whole. They thinking about everybody else. They not even doing this shit really thinking about no money. But where they may be a genius in this area, they may be ignorant in this area, which allows other people who's coming in thinking about money to steal their ideas and stand on their shoulders and act like they came up with this shit. We've seen it all throughout history. And yeah, it may be the fault of the person that created for not, making sure that they secured their spot in history, making sure that everyone knew that this was their idea. But at the same time, like I said, you have genuine people that sometimes people just, sometimes people think about the whole. Most don't, but some people do. I'm one of those. I think about the whole. Why else would I have told drill artists to create their own YouTube channels and do their own content? I never would have did that. You know why I did that? Because I wasn't thinking about myself. I was thinking about everybody. And I was thinking about y'all drill artists y'all are the content. Y'all doing this, y'all doing that in the streets. Y'all making this music, y'all are, without y'all, we wouldn't have no genre. So y'all will allow these videographers to video y'all, and then they getting paid by y'all to do the video. They post the video on their channel, which get millions and millions of views, so they're getting paid off the video, not giving y'all nothing. Y'all got all the clout in the world, but y'all still in the hood broke. Lil Mister. And you can name 1,000 of them just like Lil Mister that died in the hood broke. but had all the clout in the world. Shit, KTS Vaughn. Shit, KTS Dre. Shit, Young Pappy, LA. And the list goes on and goes on and goes on and goes on and goes on. So a lot of these videographers are actually mad or feel some type of way when it comes to SNTV because they know who put that idea out there, because quiet is kept. A lot of these Chicago rappers thought that blogging was police shit before they seen a nigga that they actually respected and they felt like was a real street nigga doing it. And when they learned, oh, this a real prison nigga doing this. This nigga just got out the joint. He doing this shit. They went on and started doing it. Real talk. Real talk. But yeah. 2026, man, it's been a crazy month. The first month of 2026 is over with, man. Shout out to Triz723. Appreciate the donation. He said, Nor made a comment about a door you must pass through in order to reach a certain level. That's the thing. That door is real. I truly believe that that door is real, and I truly believe that you'll never really obtain the type of success that a Jay-Z or a 50 Cent, has obtained without going through that door. You got to go through that door. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, what's on the other end of that door? Like what's on when you walk through that door, what's in there? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to put on a dress. I gotta let a motherfucker tap me from behind. Like, what do I gotta do? You know what I'm saying? And this is the reason you have people like Dave Chappelle leave the country. He told his story. Stayed gone 10 years, came back and told us the story. Cat Williams, Shannon Sharp interview. You think Cat Williams, Shannon Sharp interview did that good because he just Cat Williams and he good at telling jokes? Shannon Sharp and Cat Williams interview did so good because Cat Williams revealed a lot of things that are going on with comedians in the industry that a lot of people didn't know about. Real talk. But I know y'all, a lot of people going out tonight. I never like to hold y'all long or whatever. I don't even know how long we've been on here, but I feel like we've been on here long enough. It's 8:47 CT. Some of y'all going out. Some of y'all finna go, get y'all rocks off. Y'all drink responsibly. Either have a designated driver or Uber. Don't catch no DUI. Everybody should be at home for real because it's cold as a motherfucker outside everywhere. But y'all know how that works. I'm gonna be going live a lot more because I just miss going live, And like I said, I'm firmly established now, and I miss going live, and I've actually been working on a lot of shit behind the scenes. And when I start dropping this shit, I'm gonna start dropping it back to back, and y'all gonna be like, damn, SNTV, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you really going crazy right here, I do want y'all to put in the comment section for me anything that y'all would like to see from me, whatever. Any ideas for new content or whatever, I'm open to all of it. Real talk, man. Y'all know what I like to say. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies and try not to get slimed out. It's your boy, SNTV. I love y'all. I'm out.